This conference will now be recorded.
So I think it is being recorded now.
Yes, you can share your screen and you can start the class.
Mhm.
Okay, and I'm logging up. You can call me if you get any issues. Okay.
Okay, okay, sure. So
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
yeah, bye. So Anil, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you.
And how about Dinesh? Dinesh, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. So what you can do is you can keep your mic on mute. If in between, if you have
Yep.
any doubts, you can just unmute. I mean,
Sure.
otherwise I will think like you are not there or something. So
Okay.
okay. So yesterday we started with this slide, like what all things are required to be a Apex developer. So you should be knowing SQL, PL SQL, Oracle DB concepts you should be familiar with, and little bit of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So yesterday we already covered like what is the login page and workspace login page and this admin login page. So typically this would be a workspace login page wherein the I mean as a developer this will be your entry point. Okay, so whenever you I mean you have to develop something, you must be having these three details. One is the workspace name in which your application will be there, or in case you are supposed to work on a new application, there only you will be creating that new application. Then there would be a user ID and then the password. So right now I'm using this Oracle website, apex.oracle.com, because it is the latest and also it is having some, I mean, performance is good. So that's what. And this would be the workspace login page. As a developer, this is your first page where you should be logging. For admin, uh, the URL will be same, just it requires one extra uh, this thing. So now this is the administrator services. So as a developer, you need not be bothered about like what is going to happen in administration, because administration is a separate responsibility. So somebody else would be taking care of that. So it's not that much what you call that much uh, advanced as the uh, Oracle DBAs, or like the Oracle activities done by Oracle DBAs. It would be simple here. So generally what happens in any organization, the person who is already taking care of Oracle database will also take care of Apex administration. So if in case if you want to create a new user for yourself or for somebody else, so you should be reaching out to that guy who would create a user for you. So that's what. So I will now go back to the previous page, which is the workspace login page for the developer. So what I would say is, no, for you to guy also you should create a temporary, if you don't have Apex access. I mean, if you don't have access to the Apex server in your organization, so you can, what you can do, it's free of cost. You can go there in the Oracle website, apex.oracle.com, and you can request for a workspace for yourself. It will ask for the email ID and how much space you need. And after providing some basic details, you should be able to create a workspace where you can start creating or start doing some hands-on things there. So it would be easy for you. Otherwise, you will have to install things like that. So using these three things, I will log in into this workspace. So it will take me here. So this is the workspace landing page. So this landing page means like from here you can navigate to different sections of Oracle Apex tool. So the most of the times we will be spending time in application builder. In short, it is called app builder, and sometimes SQL workshop. So SQL workshop is I think it is not that much useful here, because as a PL SQL Oracle developer, we will have access to um, SQL developer or PL SQL developer already. So we will prefer to, as we are acquainted with those tools, we will be using those tools more often than we use it here. So, and
So
also that
Prashant,
is,
so
yeah,
Prashant, so to access these things into SQL Developer or somewhere in Toad, we should have some TNS entry, something like that, right?
yeah, TNS entry. See, this works, SQL works. I mean, this environment is Oracle environment. You cannot be able to access this. But in case if you have Apex installed in your project somewhere, so it is installed in the Oracle database only, right? So first the Oracle database would have got created, and in that the Oracle Apex would have got installed after that. So the if you ask anybody who is working on Oracle database already, that same credential will work for you. So when you go to the SQL workshop, now let me click it for you and let me show you how it works. Just for introduction purpose, I am going there. So this is the SQL commands. So here you can execute your command. So this is the schema name. So what DBA Apex admin will do at the time of user creation for you, he will assign a schema for you. So that schema will basically be the schema in which to which the Oracle applications are pointing. So this same schema you can also log in using your SQL developer. So once you, I mean, as you are more familiar with SQL Developer, so chances are, it is quite, obvious, like you will be using that SQL Developer only instead of using this. And it is, as it is browser based, it will take some more time to send the request and get the response and then process it. And to suppose in case you have large volume of data, then it will become very difficult to handle with such a large data set and to get the download. So those things are not that much convenient. It is Oracle Apex is not recommended for this DB related activities or tasks. Like if you have to run the script or if you have to create a table, you better use SQL Developer or any other tool that you find yourself comfortable with. Okay, so this is the workspace login landing page, the home page we call it. You can also click on this logo and it will take you here. So let me summarize what all things we discussed yesterday. So this is the top application. It will list you the application which are being used the most. I mean the application which is having more number of most number of active users will be coming at the top, and then it will go on. And then we have the top users. It is basically the person who is using a particular application or other applications more frequently. So suppose one application is there and I refresh particular page 5 times, so there would be an increase of 5 against my name, increase in the count of this. So, and then news and messages. So news and messages, suppose if you want to one common message for all of the users, you can do that. So for example here Oracle Apex it will be down from 6 p.m. till 6 p.m. I don't for one day it will be down, right? So they must be doing some upgrade or deployment or something like that. Because of that it will be down. So this kind of message you can put over there. So you can create your own by clicking on this, so like that. So other details you can try, like there are different forums where you can go, and forums and community where you can go and discuss Apex related topics or issues or bugs. I mean too many number of active users are there who would be discussing different issues. So you can go and participate. Those things also are there. This is a small dashboard which will tell you like how many applications are there, how many tables are there, and these are productivity apps. I don't know what it is. So this is just to notify you like how many applications and tables are there. So let let us go back to the slide and see what all things are there. So like to install it, you need to go to the Oracle website. If you just type in download Oracle Apex, on one of the first few results will give you that Oracle website from where you can download it. It will just ask for the email ID and it will let you download that software. So you can all the instructions will be given there only, and you can simply install it. So in case you don't have access to Apex and you want to install it in your local machine, you can choose that. Other than that, this is the workspace. I explained it yesterday. Workspace is nothing but, I mean, a virtual private database for which a name is given, and that name will be you will be using to basically log in into that workspace, and that is very important. So workspace will have a unique ID, but that ID is kind of internal, which will have very no significance, I would say, for you. But for you, application ID and page ID will be of very importance. Okay. So after that, this login pages we have already seen, right? This workspace home page. This is not home page. This is login page, and home page is the page which comes after that. This is the admin workspace admin login page. Apex URL. So this is very important. I mean, in order to understand how if you are going to suppose, I mean, you can interpret so many things by just looking at the Apex URL that comes in the bar here. So in this URL, this is the host name. These are the some common syntaxes which has got some meaning, but this will remain constant. Uh, and then this is the application ID, this is the page ID. So this Apex tool is itself built in Apex itself. I mean, it's kind of confusing a statement, but this Apex tool is itself built in Apex. So because of that, you are seeing this URL is forming like this. So this is the page ID, this is the session ID, and this no is to, let me see, what is this? After that, we have the session request clear cache. So clear cache is basically nothing but the, if you have some values stored in the cache memory, it will get cleared out. So let me go to the application builder. So there are two ways you can go there. Either you can click on this icon at the top. You can click on this. It will take you here. Otherwise, you can just click on this app builder. It will take you to the application builder homepage. So application builder homepage is I mean, kind of starting point from where you can access your applications. So in this case, I have got these many applications here. So some of them I created in the past, and some of them I will be creating going forward. So all of those applications I can see at one place. This is the application builder homepage. And also, if you have some dump application dump or something which you want to import from some other schema, in this schema in your workspace, not a schema, in your workspace. So in that case, you can just use this option of import. Then we have this create option. In order to create one new application, you can uh, simply go and create. We'll see like how to create an application. Then we have dashboard. That dashboard will show the performance of your workspace, like how many apps, how many pages, then like some kind of statistics it will show. And workspace utility is some tools, uh, some useful places. I mean, like now you can use the web services. These all things are there, like workspace themes, look and feel also you can modify. So those useful options are given, which you can explore, and we'll see like all these options going forward. We'll see. So to start with, let me create a basic application for you. So creating application is not that much tricky job here, because I mean, you can create a blank application also, which will have a login page and a landing page. So application will have different pages, right? So what would be, I mean, how we can imagine an application having minimum number of page? It would have at least one login page and one landing page. Landing page is the page where we will be landing after a successful login. So these two pages are a minimum requirement for any application, right? So these are three options here. So from a spreadsheet, this option is available because suppose you have one Excel sheet, and in Excel sheet you have different entities. Suppose you have employee, you have department. So if you just upload that Excel sheet, Apex will kind of try to interpret that Excel sheet and try to create an application on top of it. So we will see that that option also. So generally we'll click on the new application because it is in the real-time scenario. Creating an application from Excel sheet is not that easy. So most of the times we'll be using this new application option. And then productivity app, I don't know what it is. We'll see. We'll go into that and see what it is. So I mean, they keep on releasing a new version every year, and they will keep on adding new features year after year. So this page is asking for application name. So we will give it a name, demo application. This would be name for this application. And here only I can, if I'm kind of sure, like right now I need 5 pages, I can add those 5 pages here only. So but it is not mandatory. I mean, later on also you can come and add more pages. Here if you don't add any page, it will add, I think, 2 or 3 pages. We'll see I mean how many pages it adds. Uh, and then we have these details here, like application ID. It will generate one unique ID for all the applications. So that is how it is. So this is the host, right? So this is the host. In this host, there would be a number of users. Like I'm a user, I'm one user. So for like me, there would be many other users. So all of them would have got their own separate workspaces. So this application ID is unique. So there is no possibility of this application ID being used in this host by any other application. So this is the one kind of um, important point, which is about application ID being unique across all the workspaces. Hmm? Then we have a schema. Authentication is normal authentication that is being provided by, I mean, the same authentication which I used to log in into the workspace will be used here also. And then language is English, so most of the times you will be using English. Some advanced setting, user interfaces, defaults. So we'll see that. So let me create a basic simple application which has just the login page and the landing page. So I will not go further. I will just click on this create application button. So it will show you how it is getting created. So as I was telling, like once you create an application, it will create with create with 2 or 3 pages. So this is the home page. Home page is nothing but the landing page. This is the login page, and this is the global page. Global page concept is little bit important for you people. Global page is a page in Apex application. You can note down these points regarding global page because it is very important concept in Oracle Apex. I mean, in 80% of the interviews, they will definitely ask you what is a global page in Oracle Apex. So global page is a page which is sometimes it is by default created, or sometimes we can, I mean, in earlier version we used to create it separately. It was not there already. Is a page is kind of global variable. Suppose there's a region uh, in a page. Regions mean I mean a place where you can display some data. and that region has to be there in all the pages. Suppose you have a website and you want to display the copyright related information at the bottom of each of those pages which are there in the application. So what you will do, you will create a global page, and you will create a region at the footer. Footer means at the bottom, and you will give that message that you want to display, and it will be reflected on all those pages. So it saves a lot of effort from you, because going to individual pages and putting that region, that message will be a time-taking job, right? So here it saves your time and effort. So that is the advantage of global page. So now the application is created. So let me run it for you and let's see how it looks like. So I clicked on this run application button. You can click on it, and it will here we have one small icon. This also will work. So either you can run it from here, or you can go to the individual pages. If that page is kind of the parent one, which means like it is not dependent on any other page. So, and it can be launched independently. In that case, you can directly launch it from there. So it will accept the same user ID and password which is being used by the workspace. So this is one sample application which has got nothing. One global page which cannot be visible. Global page is for the backend purpose. I mean, you cannot see it. Though you can see the content, but that global page, this as this page number is 1, you cannot see page number 0 over here. If I type 0, it will throw something out. Yeah, this page cannot be invoked by user because it's a global page, right? So this is a blank application. So let me explain the navigation in this. So first of all, you have this left hand side menu item. So whatever pages you will add, you will assign it with a menu entry in the left hand side. You can directly click on this. Like if I can click on home button, it will directly take me to the same page because it's just a one page is there. You can either enlarge it or expand it. That option is there. So this is called left hand side navigation menu. And in some application you also I mean, either you can go ahead with navigation menu, which will come like this. If you want some more space in the whole page, you can move this navigation menu to the top as a navigation menu bar at the top. In some application you would have seen. So that is how we can have more space in this whole span. Then we have these options are coming. So these options will come only for our developer. It won't come for the end user. So either you can click on home, it will take you to the application home page. Application, it will, if you click on this, it will take you to the application home page. This edit yeah, this same page. Yeah. Then edit page, we'll see edit page. If you do, it will take you, it will open a particular page into in a edit mode. Okay. And then we have session is nothing but some value. If you have assigned values to different items and you want to see what some hidden items are there which you cannot see in the page, they are there in the background but you cannot see it. So in that case, you will see, you will click on the session and see how it is there. Debug, view debug and debug are used basically to debug something is breaking and you don't know. So in that case, you will enable the debug and then you let it run for one more time, and then you view the debug, and then the page info, what it says, layout columns. So different things, different statistics it will show. And then we have quick edits. So suppose one we'll see. I mean, as we have a blank page, I cannot show you this option, but this is for quick edit. Suppose you want to edit something in this page, so you'll simply select this quick edit option, click on that, it will directly open that page, that component in this edit page mode. Then if you click it once more, it will get revoked. So this is the theme roller. If you click on this, it will just do some front-end changes like look and feel. So it will mm, change the item look and feel, the orientation of that, the color of that. So we'll see how it can be used. Then these are some additional options. Display location, you can change the display location of this, like it is coming at the bottom, you can put it at the right hand side, it will come. So I'm used to having this at the bottom itself, so we'll keep it here. So like this we can do. This is very useful. Suppose as a developer, uh, you will be frequently moving from this runtime mode to edit mode, from edit mode to runtime mode. So you will be clicking on this option, edit at page one, and then from page one you will be running this as this. So like this it will go. So once you become familiar with this, it will uh, kind of mm, your hand will know like where to go and do the things. So this is a blank page, home page. So let me see what all slides says. So URL we have already seen. So URL not this much. It will have some additional details also, like request, some parameters. So this is kind of a very simple URL where you are not passing any values to the next page, and you are not sending any requests. So this is, I would say, this is a very simple URL. Okay. So after that, what do we have? So workspace landing page we have seen. This is the app builder. SQL Workshop, we'll see it once we cover the app builder. We'll go to the SQL Workshop also. Then edit application. So we are at this stage right now, edit application. So once you have created one application, you can go and edit it. So you can click on this application ID over here, and it will list all the details, all the pages in this application. You can you have some other options like delete this application, copy this application. You can do that. All the pages will be listed here. Like in the workspace login page, workspace landing page, we used to have the list of all the application. Here we have a list of all the pages present in this application. Okay, so this is the run application. Then the supporting object. Supporting object is nothing but some script if you want to run or something. So it will do that deinstallation message, upgrade message. So supporting objects are some objects which can be useful to run that application. So suppose one's job is there which has to run. So for that job, you will upload that code and then you can run it. So like that, you can make use of this. So let me explain you how we can understand or read a page in edit mode. Runtime, it is fine. I mean, it is. I mean, we have we are familiar with seeing website like this, in which the left hand side would be menu in this. But this to understand Apex, you must understand like what all different components are there in a page in Apex edit mode. So first of all, you have this four sections. So first is the page rendering. Page rendering, this is called page rendering. If you just hover the mouse pointer on that, it is says rendering. Rendering is nothing but how your page will look like once you launch it. So whatever components you have in your page which are visible to the screen will be coming in this section. So it's kind of preview where you can expand and enlarge. Okay, so there are three sections: post rendering, pre-rendering, and regions, and then these three sections. So this is the rendering part, which is responsible only for the look and feel of your page, how your page will look like, how many elements it will have, how many checkboxes, and those things, and what will be the orientation of that, the layout, everything. And then we have the dynamic action. So dynamic action is nothing but some client-side components given by Oracle Apex. So this has been recently provided. I mean, from version 4 onwards, they have given it. Earlier, we used to write these codes manually using JavaScript or HTML. Suppose there is a requirement in which you have to hide or show a particular region, a particular item, suppose a text box, based on some value selected somewhere else. So earlier we used to write those codes manually. So now it is once the dynamic action is given, it is just like select and use. So there are different events like page load if you want to execute something, on change if you want to execute something. So those events you can select. So earlier, these two sections, rendering and dynamic action, these two were part of page rendering. So now what they have done, they have bifurcated it and made them as two different sections. So then we have the page processing. If you just hover the mouse pointer on this tab, it says the name processing. Processing is nothing but the code which runs behind that page. Once you click on some button or you submit a page, so what should happen? Suppose if you have a form page and that data, once you click on create button, that data should go into the table. That is the expectation, right? So who will write that code? Suppose it is customized tables. I mean, Apex is smart enough. If we have a table, just single table, it will write those code. I mean, for us, that code will not be visible, but it will take care of that scenario on its own. If it is a single table, it will write that process which will insert data into that table. But in case the base tables are more, 2-3 tables are there, then we have to do this manual mapping, like which field will go to the which table and how the sequences will be generated, primary key will be generated, how the mapping will happen, those things. So those things will be done in page processing. So that page process will be linked to a button, and on that button click, that process will be run and it will insert the data. So while inserting the data, there are some additional steps also, like first of all, you want to validate the data, right? So validation will happen before the processing. Suppose one date field is there, and that date field user is a free text. User can input any date value, but before we insert that date field value into a table, it will fail, right? I mean, in case it is not following the, if it is not a correct date, it will fail. It will not, Oracle will not allow it to get inserted into that date column. So before we do the processing, we need to validate the data. So we'll do the validation. We'll run that validation. So in validation, we have some inbuilt validation. We have some customized validation. So those things we'll see. So then we have processing, and then we have branching. Branching is nothing but when you submit a page, and after this that action is completed, you must be landing, you must be going to some navigating to some other page, right? So that thing is defined in branching. So that I mean, it can be multiple branching. I mean, suppose you have a field, and that depending upon that field's value, you can navigate to different pages. So that those things will be handled here. And lastly, we have the shared component. Shared component is nothing but a few components that are given at the application level, and which are shared across all the pages, can be shared across all the pages, and very much I mean, reduces your time. Suppose one LOV is there, which LOV is nothing but a select list in which there would be a display value and there would be a return value. So that display value and return value, suppose the very common LOV is yes no LOV, or the male female LOV in which the display value is male and female, and return value, respective return value is M and F. So you can define that LOV in the shared component, and you can use that LOV in any number of pages. So that is one example. There are many other components, not just LOV. There are many other components which can be used like this. Then we have authorizations, data load table, web service references, breadcrumbs. So these all things are there, I mean, which can be shared across multiple tables. So this is about the page components. And then we have this layout. So layout is nothing but how your page looks like. So for end user, if you show him this page, he won't be able to understand anything. For a developer, this is very important. So there are different sections in page header, navigation, breadcrumb bar, then the content, body, footer, inline dialogues. So I mean, Apex page is divided into multiple horizontal sections. So most of the, I mean, we will be creating the regions. Whatever regions we will create in content body. Okay. Then we they have given this view. This is layout. This is the tree view, as I was telling earlier. Before version before version 5, they were using this component view. So component view was kind of there since beginning. So you can see like this is page rendering. The same thing is being shown here like this. This is page processing, and then shared component they have removed. So either you can also enlarge or expand this by clicking on this small icon here. So they have kept this component view just for the sake of old timers who were more familiar with this. So going forward, I think they will be removing this section altogether. So layout and preview is going to be there for a while. Then we have messages. Messages is nothing but the compiling error message or some other message that we get while we compile our code. So those type of error message will come here. Suppose one code we have written, which is in which the table is wrong. So it will tell you like a table is not present or something like that in this page. Then we have page search. So suppose you have anything which you want to search in this page, and you are not able to find it. So you will put that small key value or something and search it here. If you want to search it in the whole application, in that case you have to use this search option. The search option which is given at the top. So it will let you search in the whole application or in other application. So this is kind of more global than the one. But as this is more global, this is more time taking also. This is slow. This is very fast. Immediately it will give you the result. And this is help. Help is nothing but suppose if you are not sure like which a particular attribute or a particular property of an item is there and what it is all about, how it is used, you can just select that item and you can, it will you can click on this help icon. It will tell you what it is and how it can be used. So as this page is blank, we cannot see any of those items here and components. So we'll try to build up something here. So let me go back to the page. So edit application, I've shown you what all components are there. This is component view. So earlier the component view was something like this. There was a shared component section. Now they have removed it. So now it has become more expanded kind of. Then they have, this is the tree view. So these things I have already shown it to you once. So we'll try to skip it. So this is kind of collapsed tree view. So rendering, dynamic action, processing, and page shared components. So these 4 sections they have newly built. Page layout, yeah, page header, navigation, that layout I showed you, right? This one. So the screenshots I have taken it from the older versions. So new version will be something like this. So every year they will keep on changing the layout, look and feel and all. So these all things we have seen. Page search we have also seen, help seen. So now we'll create a blank page. So when we created this application, we did not add any page. It created one home page and the login page and the global page. Only 3 pages it added, but suppose I want to add one more page in this application now. So what all options do I have? So I will click on this plus icon at the top. So let me quickly explain what all these options are. So this is the page number. This is the page number on which is opened in edit mode, and you can click on this and you will get to know what all pages are there, other pages. So 3 pages are there. It will list down all those 3 pages. You can directly go to any other page by putting that number and just clicking on this go. Then we have the log page. So suppose if you are, as a developer, you are doing some changes into that, and as I told you yesterday, one workspace can be in one workspace multiple users can work together at the same time. So just to be safe and I mean to minimize the chances of other user working on the same page, you just lock this page before you make any change. So once you acquire the lock, though that other person will be able to see it, but he won't be able to make any changes into that. Then you have this undo and redo button. Then we have this plus icon. So this plus icon is used to add a page if you want a new page. If you want to, these are the shortcuts also, you can use it. But it is very difficult to remember these many shortcuts, right? So already we have so many other things to handle. So then we have page as a copy, page component, form region. Those things are, you can try it out. So, and then this is the layout. This is another menu item in which you can delete the page, advisor, attribute. These all options are there, but not frequently used. So delete a page is quite common. Sometimes you think like it is better to build a page from the scratch than to make additional change. You will delete that page. And sometimes you feel like I need to use one particular page ID which is assigned to some other page, and that page is not being used, so you can delete that page ID and reuse that page ID again in your new page. So that you can do. Then this is a shared component what you call icon, on which you, if you click, it will take you to the shared component of that menu. So then you have save and play, save and run button. Save and run button is basically used to save the changes, and this run button is both save and run. So if you have made any change and you want to see how it looks like, either you click on save and run. Even if you don't click on save, if you just click on run, it will save and then run it for you. So now what we'll do, we'll add create a new page and add it here in this menu item and see. So I'll try to create a blank page, and we'll create let me create a blank page first, and then we'll create a report, some simple report we'll create, and see how it looks like. So this page number automatically is getting assigned as 2. So we'll give it some higher number so that more number of pages will have same number of digits in the page number. So let's create a report on employee table. Employee report. So this is a page name and normal page. These are 3 different types of pages. So what is the difference? Normal page is any page opening like this. This is a normal page, which will open like a normal page. Model page is this one, which is opened here, this page. This is a model page, but it is still linked with the parent page. And non-model, this is the model page, and this is non-model dialog is which will kind of pop-up page, which will not be linked with this parent page. So that is the page group is something you can assign a group to set of a certain number of pages so that you can identify like this page belongs to this group. So this will be useful in case you have some authorization scheme to apply on a particular set of pages. So in that case, you can make use. Breadcrumbs is nothing but the value coming at the top. So here you will have one region. So I will show you. I'll use it and I will show you how it works. I'll click on next. So it'll ask me where I want to put that page in the navigation menu. So either I cannot create a navigation menu for that, or create a new navigation menu, or I can reuse something. So I will create a new navigation menu and I will put it inside home. So this is the summary, this is the application ID, this is the page ID, page name and page title. Page title is nothing but the value which is coming at the top in the browser. So I'll click on finish. It will take few seconds and then it will get created.
If we try to click finish button multiple times, so it may create multiple pages. Am I right?
Yes, sometimes it happens because people don't understand like Apex is doing something in the back end, and if you click multiple times, no, it will
Mm-hmm.
create. But anyway, I mean, you can. It is a blank page, right? You can go back and
Right.
delete it.
Delete. Okay.
So page number 100 is created, and the page is open in the edit mode. So once you refresh it, you will be able to see this page is added over here. So this is, if you click on this, it will be a blank page, and this particular thing is breadcrumb. So this is a link. If you click on home, it will take you to this page. Okay, and this is the employee report. So this is a blank page. Now what I want to do, I want to add a particular add a simple report into this. So I will click on content body here and click on create region. Okay, right click, content body, right click, create region. So it will create a region with new. Okay, so it will ask me for the title. I mean, even if I don't give it, will accept the new as a title. Okay, so I will report employee. So right now is static content. These many different types of regions we can create. So right now I'm creating a report. I can also create a report from this place directly by clicking on the report page. In that case, it will save my effort. I will not have to create a blank page and add a report into that. I'll just create a report. It will create a page and report both. So if you are kind of sure, like you have to create a report in a page, you can go with that option. Otherwise, if you have an existing page, big page, and in that you want to add a report, so in that case, you have to open that page and then add a report like this, like I'm doing right now. Okay, so I will select the classic report. Okay, so once I give the classic report, it will ask me for the table. Either I can give the table or I can give the SQL query, or I can give the PL SQL function body returning SQL query. So these all options are there. So most of the times it will be a table or a SQL query. So if you select table, it must be a single table. And if you have joins of multiple tables, in that case, you have to have used this SQL query. So I will select this and I will select type the query that I'm using, imp. So it will get validated. Once you type your query, you can either validate it, or if you don't want to validate it, then you can just click on OK. It will first validate and then it will save. So that is how it is. I mean, even if you forgot to validate it, Apex will validate it on its own. Okay, then I'll create OK. So now once the it is submitted, you can see like employee report is created and you can see all the columns in this. Can you see that these many columns we have this in this employee report in that schema? I mean, all the schema will have employee department table, and this is the column. So employee number, name, job. So once you click on any particular column, you will see the details of it. So how you want the orientation to be, how you want the heading to be. So suppose I want to change the heading. So I want to put employee number instead of EMP number. Here I want to put employee name, job, manager. Let me change the manager title also. That is fine. So and hire date, it's a date column, no issues, salary. Okay. Department number. So like this, we can change the heading. We can change the alignment of it also. Like this is the heading alignment. This is the center, and you can
Hello.
change the. Hello.
Yeah, is there the option in the report? Assume I want to highlight the row where whose employee salary is greater than 5,000.
Yeah, that you can do. I mean, you can use the JavaScript. I mean, not JavaScript, HTML highlight tags or something like that. And in that you can do it.
Okay,
And in
assume if
classic, this is classic report, right? And here you anything you do, you have to use those JavaScript HTML. In case you are
oh,
using the interactive report, which is the advanced version of this, you can simply go there and select the color scheme and put the condition which will run, give the
okay,
data.
but the option is available.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So like this we can do. We will save it first, and it is saved, and then you can click on this report. It will refresh, and like this the data will come. This is a simple report. Let me where it is page info. So this is a report. So as this is having uh, only 14 records, it is showing you like this. If you want to have the pagination, so number of pages, you can reduce it to 10 and save it. And in that case, you have to log out first because pagination thing is stored in the session. So you need to log out first and log it back again. And if you go there, you will see pagination has been enabled. When you click on this, it will work like this. So this is how it is. So this is a simple report, and you can sort the data when you click on this title. You can click on this and it will get sorted. By default, it is sorted on basis of first column. You can sort it on the basis of other columns also. So that is available. You can just click on this. By default, it will be sorted like this. So department number. So
So,
I think
Prashant,
yeah. Tell me.
one more doubt. Let's suppose in this commission column, uh, there are these few values. Few cells are null, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So let's suppose if we want to, as this is a number column, let's suppose if you want to print some value that no this employee has no commission, something, no commission string, something like that. So
So
what would be the alternative for this one?
see, if you want to remove this thing for all the nulls, irrespective of column, so then you can go back to the attributes, and here would be show nulls as this. There is one option here. Okay. Otherwise, what you can do, it's a simple query, right? So you go to that query, and you will use NVL. for the commission, and whatever customized message you want to put. NVL you are familiar with, right?
Yeah.
Hello. NVL you
Yes.
can use in that SQL query, and there only you can have a customized message for commission. Because if you use to if you go to the attributes, no, this will be if you want to put some value, no value if you put, it will be coming for all of the columns. No value, no value. Here also it will come no value somewhere. Yeah. So if you so this doesn't make sense, right? So this column will have some other value, this commission column, this. So in that case, you can customize your SQL query. So right now I have used select a star from this table. You can use different column names also here. So that will, so
Okay.
whatever
So
query you
what what is that attributes?
go to the at which attribute, this one.
Yeah, this one.
If you go
What
to
it
the
does?
attributes and show null values as, so null values as, suppose if this column is not having any value.
So it
So
acts
earlier
as a global
yeah,
for this report, something like that.
yes, global, yeah, something like that. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So like this we can do. So right now I think NVL would be, in this case, NVL would be best option, because that
I
would be
understood.
more useful, right?
Yeah, for that we need to select all these columns
Yeah, all the
and
individual columns. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, understood.
Hmm. So this is a classic report. It won't have some fancy features like filter the data, sort the data, group the data, break the data. We'll have those options in the interactive report, and we'll see that how it happens. So I think for today's session this is enough, I guess, right? So you can create some sample report on existing tables. So I don't think for today's session you need any assignment or something, right? Just if you are quite aware of writing SQL queries, you can use that SQL query in your report also, right?
Yeah. But Prashant, be prepared with your assignment for us as well.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so that once you finish your course, so that we should be in position to able to create
Yeah,
something in
today's
this.
session was introductory kind of, so I thought maybe for today's
Yeah.
session I will. So this is very
So so
basic. So you,
yeah, I have one more question on this report. So can we have a report like a parameterized reports like in Oracle Apps we have parameterized
yeah, you can
reports.
do that. I mean, what we can do, like we created a report over here, right? So we'll create a, suppose we'll create a region over there. So a content body, create a region. I'll create a region at the top. Filters. Okay. In that filter, I will create a page item department and text field. So I will save it and I will create a button search. Search. It will submit the page. That's it. So once you, it will look some little bit weird because it is not. So this department is created. This is search, and I want to use this department value in the filter. So what I will do, where DEPT number is equal to this. So whenever we use this value of a particular item, we have to use this colon. Okay, you'll see that, and these things are for the upcoming session. But because you asked me this example, so right now this report will not show me anything because that department is null. When I put 10 and click on search, it will give me all the employees from department number 10. Understood?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Can we have desktop application and mobile application?
Yeah, those two features are
Both
there.
both are working at the same time.
Both are working at the same time. Yeah, you can
Means
have it.
some users will log in through desktop, some users will log in through mobile. Will it affect any issue?
See, Apex is not that much scalable. Like if you have some 10,000 users, it will it will not support. But if you have some 100, 200 concurrent users, then it will definitely work. No issues. It will work.
Yeah, yeah. It's not that many. Maybe max we will have 100 users.
In that case, it will work seamlessly. It will work.
The mobile application and desktop application, everything will work same.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay. Have you created any mobile apps?
I
Mobile
have created
application?
for the demo purpose. I mean, not for the project as a fully fledged project. I have not developed. For the small application for the demo purpose, I have created.
But
It's not that much used.
will this application works in iOS, Android, or anything, or it is based in web browser only? The
Web
mobile app.
browser, browser-based application, sir. So if you have browser which is working,
Support.
then it will not. Yeah.
Means
Mobile
we have
application is what is a mobile application? It will have less number of menu items, small regions, and easy
yes.
to understand, right? So that's what I mean. It will.
No, no, no. I am thinking like that, like WhatsApp, like that, so that we don't need to log in through web browser. It's a
No, no,
direct.
no. It has to be a browser via browser
It's a
only.
browser based only.
Yes, yes.
Okay, 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 okay. Then thank
Okay,
you.
then, Anil and Dinesh, we'll call it a
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
and from tomorrow we'll try to do more hands-on and try to.
And one more thing. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, what happened is when you are showing the first slide, you have
Yes,
mentioned that we should have the knowledge of HTML, CSS, and Oracle DB.
yes, yes, yes.
What is Oracle DB means? Oracle database?
Oracle database concepts I told, like
Okay,
tables,
okay, okay,
procedures, packages, those things.
okay, okay. And how it HTML, CSS, JavaScripts will have we should know about those concepts also.
Are good to have. It is not mandatory. Suppose if you want to change the look and feel, suppose you want to show a particular all the managers in red color. So in that
Okay,
case, you would be using JavaScript. Right? JavaScript or the CSS changes are required, right? So those things
okay,
are useful in that case.
okay. Instead of taking the default code, we can change
Mhm.
the existing code.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, okay then. Okay.
Okay. I hope you people have
Okay.
got the content of
Yeah, yeah.
the. Hmm?
Yeah, we
Okay.
came to know. Simply, we will do some demo applications.
Yeah.
Then we
You
will
you
come to
better
know.
create one workspace for you and in Oracle Apex website only,
Yes.
and then uh, do
And
some hands-on for today. Today we didn't cover much, just a report we created.
yes.
So you can create one sample report on
Yeah.
a SQL SQL query. So you can try it out.
Yeah.
Hmm?
We
Yeah,
understood navigations. Today we will go through the navigations and all how it is and what it is. So that
Yeah.
from tomorrow we can create a
Yes.
demo
Yes. Yes.
application
Yeah.
or anything.
It is very important to understand how to navigate between different components of
Yes.
Oracle Apex. So
Yes.
from there,
First,
it's
if we know what are all there available, then we
Mhm.
can, whenever we need, we can go as per that.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, that is there. And I am
Okay.
planning to install in my desktop also.
Desktop, if you
I
want to
will,
install, you can. You have Oracle database installed.
yeah, I have Oracle DB. I have EBS apps also. I will try to configure with EBS also.
Okay. In that
So
case,
we will know how to,
Oracle database, if you have
yeah,
in your local, then you can simply which version you have.
I have 11.204. 11204.
GR4. Okay. Okay. Let me
Yeah,
go
no
through the
problem. I
website.
have the document. I will try myself.
Okay, sir.
On
Fine. If you try it out, if it doesn't work, I will try to jump in and then I mean, we'll see.
okay,
Help you out.
sure, sure.
Okay,
Sure.
then I'll take your
I-
lead then, and then from tomorrow same time we'll connect again.
yeah,
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 thank you.
Prashant. Yeah,
Bye,
thank
bye,
you.
bye.
It was a nice session. Thank you.
Yeah, same here. Bye.